Today I'll be assembling this Patio Pro grill by CharGriller smoker, purchased at Amazon. I'll put a link in the description. And this will take the place of this grill here. It's almost the same type, different brand. I can no longer find this brand. Has a chimney, Firebox. Here's all the goodies. Got a manual, and then all this is for the frame. Wheels, not sure what that is yet. This, more than likely, is how to treat your cast iron grates. Comes in two halves, and you got two different options for grilling. Lines in the steak. This area is for the charcoal pull drawer, and then we have the shelf. Damage. It's a shame I got to send it back just for that one piece. Then you got your hardware. So we'll start the assembly. Parts list. I'll be displaying each page of the assembly. That way if I miss something, you'll catch it. So for starters, looks like we just push these connections together. Here's the top of the frame, and you got holes going straight through, but it's angled differently when you turn it. And this is where you mount the barrel, so we got to get the orientation correct. Here we have the legs to the unit, and these studs are for wheels, so you want one solid, one with the stud each side. So visualize the barrel being from here to here, and this is the back side, and the other portion is for the front, and the barrel is rounded, so a bolt goes up through here, straight into the barrel. So we want to put these on here. You get a wider angle. Holes facing upward, slide this in, so your grill would be from here to here. So you want the wheel on the outside, and you turn this till this bolt lines up. Do the same to this one. And you want this mount facing that way for a brace. At this point, it's off level when you install the wheel. Levels the unit up. Here's a visual of what we would like to achieve next. The hardware has everything separated inside, so you got little individual packs for each stage of the assembly. Heavy duty hardware. Make things easier, I'm doing some separation. Wow, there's a cotter key. The nut and the head of the bolt is 7/16 wrench, and then you have the Phillips option as well. So we'll install both sides. These are 1 3/4 inches, and these are 1.5 inches. 4 of these. While I'm here, I'll install the cotter key hubcap. Hole provided. Back side of the grill, these facing forward, wheel outward, nut. Just loosely, everything loose in the beginning. Shows this piece being bolted on here. one there, and that's all you do for now, and then we'll mesh the other two together later. That's 1.5 inch bolts. Now this has a slot. I think that's for slight adjustment this way or that way. And I believe the protrusion is outward. Slot at the bottom. Just make it uniform. I think it'll work either way. Now we're ready to mesh the two together. Here's the other side assembled. It goes up this way. Then we have that tray there, which is a little tricky. I'll show that. This cannot be installed when the unit is assembled because you got to tilt it upward. So you get it in these holes. And you get one side in, drop the other, and see how it hinges? So we'll have to do yellow in the same way. Sharp angle is sufficient. Goes right in. Then you raise both. Right up. Then you make this attachment. 1.5 inch bolts. No washers so far on all the bolts we've done. Loosely tighten. So the slot allows you to level the unit. Now we'll tighten things up. I wouldn't over tighten because you'll just smash the framing, and then a year from now snug it up. Barrel assembly, and then we got the charcoal drawer with the handle, and then we mount the barrel to the frame. Now we'll set the barrel right here. You want the ashtray pull drawer this side and the smokestack ventilator on the wheel side. Get 4.5 inch bolts, throw in here. Lift the top. Make sure you hold it because it will want to spin the barrel. And we want to line up the bolts. Take a light, shine on the back side. You can see the bolt hole line up straight through. Gets a little tricky, you need to be straight. Same here, you can use the light to assist. Do the same to the front. Install 2 nuts, no washers, tighten down. Install handle, 2 1/2 inch bolts. What I do is pile the washer on top of the nut, right up in there. Or you can do one at a time. Tighten. Check for squareness. You can loosen those bolts and move it around. And this is a little loose. They can be tightened up. Phillips screw on each end. It's snug. We'll do the damper next, each side, and the handle. I do believe the instructions is conflicting. The wording doesn't say to add the extra washer. The diagram does. So the dampers are identical. So we put this washer on this nut, then go through this hole. Then install another flat washer, then a lock, then the nut. Now you don't want this over tightened because you want this to spin freely. So I don't know why they have the lock on there. That should have been a locking nut instead. ready to install. You want the little flipper out. Line up the hole. Nut washer. Flat washer. Block washer. Nut. That's just finger tight, and that's tight enough. So this setup does not really make sense. You do the other side. This side is the ash drawer. Now, if you wanted this thing to come through that way, it's just preference. I can tighten that up a little bit. It's already getting loose because that's not a locking tight nut. It's one thing I don't like about these. You keep using it, it gets sloppy and loose. Start pulling air. Handle. No washers. Lock washer on the back, then the nut. You want these nice and tight, but not Superman tight. Could easily snap the thread. So here's the tray for the charcoal to sit on, and then the ash falls through. The other grill I have, this is welded in, but it is a little easier to clean, being able to remove it. Not a whole lot of info on the shelf. I'll just show you. And there's the pack for the shelf. Shelf bracket, 2 1/2-inch bolts. Bolts installed. Line up with the holes. 2 nuts. No lock washer. You can snug that up pretty good. We got the shelf. I'm going to put this damaged one. Hide it. Just line it up with your holes. Hex nut. No lock washer. Do not Superman tighten these bolts. They'll pull right through the wood. Split it. Crack. Handle. 1/2-inch bolt. Lock washer. Nut. So a little lip here, this goes underneath it. That way it doesn't fall downward. That's nice. Vent? Wow. I think I'm going to change that to the bottom because the handle's here. Be a little bit easier. Much better. I wonder if it'd be better here. That's perfect. Yes. You don't have to reach as far. It's just, I mean, when you're over your grill. This packet here is a lock for the ash drawer. Hey, you got a 1/2-inch bolt. Straight through. Flat washer, lock washer, then nut. Now you only want that snug, so you'll be able to turn it, because it's got a little stopper right there. And it locks this so it can't pull out. So you've got the handle here, because the wheels are in the back. Just lift up and roll. Now if you have it on backwards, you could just lift on the shelf and roll. As long as you got this locked in, it wouldn't slide out. You're good. It would still work. This grill is a heavy duty metal. It's a very nice grill. Cast iron grill. These shelves do not adjust. However, you can adjust with your charcoal. I'll show that in the next video. Now when you first fire up the grill, you want to get it good and hot, maybe a whole hour, to burn off all the manufactured oils and things. This is also cast iron. It allows you to lift the grill when it's hot. It's nice and sturdy. You could carry your steak right in, still sizzling. It can also be hung. I don't think they gave me a handle for it though. I'm a huge fan of cast iron grates, and the base is a little flimsy, but that's because of this joint. If they had put a bracket across here, front and back, it'd be perfect. The only other thing that tends to rust out is this Firebox. Should be a thicker grade. All that heat, moisture, is the first thing to go. And then what do? Trash the grill or have a machine shop put you a new bottom on that, and then you could go again several more years. I'd like to thank everyone for watching. Hope this has helped someone. In the next video, I'll show all the features, some really good features it has, and compare it to the grill I showed in the beginning of the video. I'll provide a link